We are live from Dover International Speedway in the Ghost Cup Series for the Ghost 200 drivers. I believe have maybe just gotten done with their qualifying. You can see a little bit of the results over there on the board. I need to adjust my microphone arm so it will actually stay there. But I was not able to stream last night because SDK decided to say, I'm not going to work with you anymore. So couldn't do anything about that. But I'll bring up some race info here. You can see a poem by Zach Woods that says, Dover, go fast, turn 2 bad, concrete slippery, restart scary, win. That's a poem by him. Great poem. Absolutely love it. I'll leave that up there. Dover, he is right about turn 2. Turn 2 kind of has a part where it wants to unload out of nowhere, it seems. The car wants to get very loose, so drivers do have to watch it. You can't really be full throttle. I made that mistake in the next gens in a league that I used to run, and I killed my towing leak doing that, so that'll be a big thing that drivers have to watch. But I believe this will probably be a race of who can save their tires for the longest, really. That's just what it seems to come down to at tracks like these. But we do have a new sponsor you can see up in the right-hand corner. Team Watson Racing. Use WattSpin 39 for, I believe, 5% off of your purchase at Team Watson Racing. I'm a part of their NASCAR team. Have been for about a couple of, maybe 5-ish months, I'd say, at this point. And they are very good setups. They are incredibly fast. They beat Ryko's a lot of the time, premieres, stuff like that. And I know the builder who does it spends a lot of time working on them. They're always making changes to it, so they're a very good setup shop. That will send in the chat. Let's see if it will send in there. There it goes. Why it wasn't wanting to remove from this, I'll actually pin that message so you all can see that. But it looks like we will have 13 drivers in tonight's race. That's not counting race control, of course. But they should be getting done with their qualifying very, very, very soon. Actually, Robert Kinney, he's out on the track currently. Watch him go around here. Really getting in there, trying to hold that bottom. Pretty good roll out of it, too. Yep, there it is. Turn 2. Came out and got him. That's what Woods is talking about in this poem. That turn will come out and get you. And that absolutely killed his right side of his car. Luckily, it is qualifying. So it will not hurt him at all from that. Luckily. You said that do that in a race, your race is pretty much over at that point. You don't want to do that in a race. Now qualifying, yeah, go ahead and throw it in the corner and see what happens to it. But they have just finished their qualifying here, so we'll pull up the qualifying results. So first is Tom Bourne, second Robert Lawrence, third James Silver, fourth Matthew Rodriguez, fifth Tyler Evans, sixth Dalton McKinney, seventh Chris Hubka, eighth Noah Owens, ninth Kyle Gardner, 10th Christian Roos, 11th Justin Ray, 12th Robert Kinney, 13th Christopher Tate, and 14th will be Zach Woods. Mike Taylor is race control, so he is not going to be racing tonight. And this is a throwback night for these guys. They can run their certain paint schemes. I'll wait till they all grid so I can get paint schemes that they have up on the board. Sometimes I know they won't show sometimes. So I'll have to wait if I join before them and they join after me and they don't have their paint scheme changed. Or they have to join before me in the session. Because if I join after them, then it will load the correct one. I'll have to give them a paint refresh. I want to wait till all of them are gridded, though. Waiting on really 2 drivers, Kyle Gardner and Justin Ray, to get in here. That was the wrong bottle cap. Just tried to put a bottle cap that was meant for a smart bottle of water on a huge thing of green tea. That was not going to work. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that, but evidently I did. Hey there, Randy. Didn't expect to see you in here. I'm trying to monitor all this stuff, and it's not fun. I need more screens, saying that I have 3. Maybe I should get 6. I could put 6 in here somewhere. I can figure it out. I have to wall mount them, though, but yes, life of a streaming person. Not fun. Sometimes. Debatable, really. So we have everybody who is in pit road now. So paint refresh will be given to them. No, Hubka's running a throwback paint scheme. See that? That man loves his candy. Literally loves his candy. I believe he said that was a Ernie Irvin throwback. I believe he's the only one really running a throwback. Noah Owens maybe running a throwback also. So most of them didn't really change. You see Woods. Woods is watching. I read your poem to the world. That's out there forever. I will never delete that, even if you ask me to. You will be known as a poet. You're next Edgar Allan Poe. Did you write poems? I don't even know. Probably should learn that in high school. Who cares? Not me. I'm a college kid. It looks like everybody pretty much has the same paint scheme as what they did before. But it will be Tom Bourne, Robert Lawrence, James Silvers, and Matthew Rodriguez. That will be the top 2 rows for this race. Why is that logo not wanting to switch here? I will have to... Oh, wait. No, it'll fix. Okay, it'll switch. There it is. Yeah, it's just, I forgot such a long time on it. Star's going to have the green flag in his hand. They're going to be coming through 3 and 4. You see them right there. Long time to get to the restart zone. We are underway here at Dover. Both drivers get a pretty good restart. No one really beats each other off the start there, it seems. Bourne pulls out to a lead. Lawrence, he'll have to actually lose a spot. He'll go back to 3rd. He's fighting James Silvers for that spot. He's not going to really give it to him. Running this high line can actually be kind of a benefit to you. See if he gets a good run. Yeah, he's getting good rotation. He should get a good shot off. Just don't want to see. Oh, you see, looks like Rodriguez just lightly tapped that wall. You do not want to slam that wall, however. Have stall drivers come up there and say, hey, to the wall, and the wall does not want to talk to them. It's a factor they'll definitely have to watch for tonight. Like Roos has lost 4 positions since he started. That might be a choice from him. Did this last week, and then he got a good finishing position, so that is very, very possible that he is deciding to do that. Bourne just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 22.78. Looks like Lawrence got off the bottom there. I think he might have gotten way too close in the apron. Rodriguez is, Rodriguez. Oh, you see 17 of Silvers there, got loose. It's his teammate. Not sure if there was contact. I didn't see any. Just trying to catch a quick glimpse at them, but that was definitely close between those two. Everybody's kind of running high, surprisingly, not really sticking to the bottom lane. They really want to kind of wrap it more than anything. Looks like we might have had a driver just wreck out in our Xfinity Series. But Tom Bourne just set another fastest lap of the race, 22.78. He's setting lap after lap after lap as Tate, he's making his way slowly up here, not really trying to rush it. It's like Hupka may have some damage right front. Possibly. Also, it may just be how these cars are cambered. I think it might be that. I just saw something that wasn't there. I think some drivers are overshooting the corner, but that is their line of choice, really. Bourne has pulled out. He looks like he's kind of leads actually stopped a little bit. He might have burned him up. Keep on seeing Rodriguez though. I keep on seeing that rear end kick out on his car. I'll see if it does in a 3 and 4. I can't think it is though. I think he's trying to get too much coming out of the corners. That time it was steady, but I do see it kicking out every now and then. He may have started to slow his pace down just a little bit to help stop with that, as Dalton McKinney just ran the fastest lap of the race, 22.76. Got 2 teammates. That's Hupka and Tate, and you got car separating them. That's Woods, and then you got Christian Roos. Hasn't had time to test his experiment here recently, trying to move the wall. Wall will not move, but he wants it to. Sadly enough, it won't move. The 10 of Robert Kinney trying to get to the inside of James Silvers. James has started. He dropped since this green flag. Lost 4 positions, might be 5 here. See what Kenny will do. Kenny looks like he backs off. But decides I'm not going to get up there. Oh, there you go. Keep on seeing that rear end kick out. They want them to. They want to touch the wall. They're not letting it. They're really having to turn that wheel. And they're like, no, please don't hit it. Don't want to hit it. I don't want to touch it. Oh gosh, that's 17. I keep seeing drivers, this big cluster back here. This is where the action's really happening. They keep getting loose, and I keep seeing them somehow not wreck each other. I'm not even going to say that, because if I say it, then something will happen. Like it's Talladega right here with how many guys are single file. Tate, I think he might be saving his tires more than anything. He just doesn't want to cook them up, because these guys are pretty much running the exact line that I would here. One thing that I did notice watching the Bristol race is how different iRacing is from the actual racing in real life. Because the line that I run in iRacing doesn't work in real life, or the line that I run in iRacing works in real life. The one that when you run in iRacing, it just doesn't work, and it's so weird. Thinking that I was like, man, these guys are running I'm running the exact same line these guys were, and they're making it work. And my times were pretty much the same if it was real life. It's just, no, they can't get it right in the simulator. There's just subtle differences that you see when you do watch the normal races. These guys in the back aren't far off pace. Not too terrible. Well, actually. About 5/10 some laps they aren't. Now this group up here doing this is kind of not letting anybody pull away, because this is the low horsepower, or high horsepower, low downforce package at Dover. Just looking at their spoilers. One thing about these Gen 6 cars is they were so aero reliant. They were so stuck to the ground. That's why I love the next gens. That things are sliding everywhere. You got to really get your hands moving. There's no comfort. There's no security. You always feel like you're going to wreck and hit the wall. That's what I like about them a lot. Got still just continuing to go side by side. Side by side, single file, most of the laps. And it's working for them right now. They've been pretty cautious around each other. Only 17 laps in. That lead that Bourne has is slowly growing over Matthew Rodriguez. Not a lot. Matthew's been pretty consistent on his times compared to Tom Bourne, so it's kind of just they're evening out most of the laps I've noticed between these two guys up here. I do want to see Tate. He is actually about 3/10 off the pace. Now he could be saving a lot. Now I don't know how long they can go on fuel. That's always something that I don't know. I kind of have to guess with their fuel load. I'm somewhat close to it. I think probably about 50-ish laps they'll go on fuel, maybe 70 if they stretch it. That's being generous with them. That's Gardner way up the track. I think he missed his exit there, or entry there. He just blew that corner. Have to just settle back down. Saw that and I wondered what happened. Gardner just absolutely missed the corner. You know what? To fix that, a setup from Team Watson Racing. Use code WATSPAN39 for 5% off. Good plug right there, me. These guys back here have just decided to stay calm with each other. They're not really doing much, surprisingly. They're just kind of like, I'm here. I exist. How you doing there? You need to actually see how our Xfinity series is doing. Ah, Lord. I feel like I'm 70 years old with how much I've done for sports. I tell you, it is painful sometimes, but it is what it is, man. But you see, looks like Dalton McKinney, he's up on the bumper of Robert Kinney. Not giving room, that's for sure. He was like, I'm going to bump you. So he actually got a little bit. He got plowing tight in the middle of that turn. So I'm just keep on washing up the track. He just did not want to turn anymore. Car said, nope, this is how far we go, and we stopped right here. But Tate's finally caught up to the back of this pack. He's going to go under Justin Ray pretty easily. I think Tate might have saved his tires. Finally, he's going to go set his sight on Noah Owens. So late that 7. Looks like Tate really gets in there. Runs that high line. Tries to get a good bite off. He's got to be careful with that 7, but he gets a pretty decent run, it seems, on Noah Owens. Not a huge one, not a small one. either, though, for these two drivers. Tate finally has a official sponsor in Lazy Shade. I think he may have another one also. Let's see on the bottom corner. I can't remember what that was. I think that's a car detailing, but I know Lazy Shade is his official sponsor for him in iRacing. So good for Tate. Maybe my useless plugs that I can shout out for him during the broadcast actually worked. Zeke Rodriguez, he's now stretched it out, or he's now lost a lot of time to Tom Bourne. I think Tate will start to slowly pick through these guys now. He's going to set his sights on the 77 of Tyler Evans for that position in front of him. Tate is running some of the faster laps on the track. These guys that were in this group here, I think they burn off their stuff, so Tate just kind of watched them all do it for a while, and he's just finally capitalizing on it. He's trying to get to the quarter panel of the 77. Can't get there just quite yet, so to back off, getting in 3 and 4. Going to run that high, or run that middle of the track, try to get a good bite. Looks like he gets it there a little bit. It's actually pretty even. 77 gets one, but it's not as huge. But it was able to hold off Tate, getting into 1 and 2. I absolutely have to be flying for it. I think we got the 34s going under the 17 James Silvers. James slowly had to work his way up through it. He did lose a lot of time early because a lot of positions early. I'm not sure what happened. I think he maybe just had a little bit of a mistake or just started saving to let these guys say, hey, I'm going to go let you spread up your tires. You can go eat them up like the Cookie Monster. And Woods has made it around Hubka now. These 3 guys, of course, are just pretty much just messing around in the back currently. But we will go on board with, let's do 5 random drivers for about 2 laps here. That's what I start to do here. So I'm just going to get it set up for this, and I'll just randomly click on a driver, and we will go on board with them. I think the tires have finally started to show for Tate. Has taken a little bit of time, but he is running faster than these guys up front. Robert Kinney's actually barely faster than him. He's gotten past Matthew Rodriguez for a second, as Rodriguez just got incredibly loose coming out of that corner. As soon as I switched the cameras, that car just kicked sideways, and luckily he was able to save it. Didn't smack the wall. And that we definitely will be seeing drivers. Once the tires get old, they get old very, very fast. But Hupka's falling off pace a lot here. I believe he was probably on vacation. Looks like that vacation time didn't serve him very well. Might have had him relax, but iRacing can bring a lot of stress. Hupka, so he might have made a bad choice in racing tonight. What is going on? Looks like we got some Xfinity drama here. Might be just a little bit of stuff going on. I'm not completely sure. Have to see. I'm not even going to say that because then they'll wreck. As looks like the results from our Xfinity race. Mark Gonzalez, the brother of Ricky Gonzalez, took one from Jeff Radicke. That man has been on an absolute tear, as in Jeff Radicke. In the Xfinity Series, been winning left and right like it is nothing. 88 tries to pull a slide job. Evidently doesn't work for him, so I'll have to go and set the 77 up again. If 77 doesn't get in the wall, he could do that pretty easily. He's really high up there. It might be a little bit too high up the track for him. See Tate closing in on Dalton McKinney. Very, very slowly running about 0.13 faster than him every single lap. So it'll take a little bit, but he will eventually get there to him. Let's see, he's got the 7 of Justin Ray all over him. Justin just wants to tell hello. Gardner doesn't want him to talk to him. This one, he just wants to talk, Gardner. 7's going to look on Gardner now. He's going to try to take him 3 and 4. See what Gardner does. Stays pretty high on the track. Looks like he will give the spot to the 7. Gardner may have burned him off a little bit. Oh, we got somebody in the wall. I just heard. I just heard somebody smack the wall. Who was that? That was Dalton McKinney. I heard somebody hit the wall, and we'll see what happened to him. He just way up the track, saves it there. And oh, he tries to go in side by side with Tate. Looks like netcode happens. That sends Dalton McKinney right up into the wall. That absolutely has killed the right front of his Chevy Camaro. That thing is not going to want to turn. It's going to create a vicious tire rub as Hubka is about to go a lap down from Tom Bourne. But Tom has been running a little bit slower than Kenny. Kenny's been slowly chipping away at the lead that Bourne has over him. It's taken a while. Tires have finally began to show. 88 still trying to get past his 77. He's like Ron Newman. Won't let him pass. He's going to pull a slide job again. It will work that time. So he got the position. He had to really get in there deep and just slide up in front of him. Hope that he didn't do anything else. I need to change my notifications on this. There you go. So Robert Lawrence, he's now caught up to Matthew Rodriguez. So tires have become a factor. Drivers are, we're starting to see who's burned them off, who hasn't burned them off. A little bit later in this run than I thought that they would show, but they have started to show eventually for these guys up here. Kenny's just slowly working that lead that Tom Bourne has now. Hubka being in front of Tom Bourne, this could actually hurt him. He's not going to be able to fall up to the wall like he needs to, so Kenny might gain a pretty good amount as... Oh! No! The 16 thought he was clear of Hubka, and he wasn't. 16 into the wall. So that just might be the 16 shot to win the race, because that is going to make that right front not turn. I'm going to go back and look at this, but he will probably get past while we are looking at the replay. I don't think he was clear of Hubka, and he thought he was. I don't. It's kind of both of them. Hubka's trying not to hit the wall. He's not really pulling it down much, but the 16 just thought he was clear, but they kind of just met in the middle of the track. So that's just something that both those drivers did, and it was a complete accident. But that's probably going to end the 16's chances of winning the race, because once this 10 gets by him, it is pretty much over. Unless we have a caution that is thrown for something that somebody has to spin out pretty much. I don't see him being able to hold off this 10 of Robert Kinney behind him. Is that is going to rub very, very viciously on that right front. This is a big bottle of tea. I don't know why my parents bought this, but I took it because somebody's taking it. Gardner definitely got a little bit tight. Kind of see when drivers, when they get close to that wall and exit, trust me, they're not wanting to do that. They're trying to get away from it, but sometimes it won't work to the best of their ability. This happens every now and then. As James Silvers has jumped to the pits, he must have crashed here. What happened to him? Oh! Okay, I think he should have turned there. I don't think he realized where he was. Or he might have turned in a little bit too late. That's okay. That's weird. That's very odd. How did I get in my mouth? At 16, yeah, he's holding off Kenny. Surprisingly, I'm surprised he's able to do this, because that was some pretty hard contact into that wall. He got pretty much turned head first into it, but he's been able to do something about it so far. He's gotten 2 guys 1 lap down. That is Hubka and Wood. Silvers will be multiple laps down. As Kyle Gardner, he will be the first guy to enter the pits. That is a normal. Oh, he might have sped there. See all that smoke behind his car. Probably got in there a little bit too deep, but he was just trying to get all he could. But nothing wrong with that. Drivers want to get all that they can getting in there, of course. As you see the 88 of Noah Owens, he will be coming. Oh, he misses it. He's going to have to go around. He tried to get on pit road. Oh, no. He tried to get all he can. That's not going to be too much damage on, though. Trying to get back going. These things want to spin out, but Christopher Tate, he's down pit road. Hubka came down pit road. He is a lap down, of course. Gardner, 4 tires and fuel off. About a 15-second pit stop. Justin Ray will follow these guys down pit road also. Pit stops have began. Yeah, see everybody's coming down pit road. Everybody. Floodgates are open. Bourne, Rodriguez. Just to put Kenny to the lead. Let's see how long these guys stay out. They might want to stay out and just run their fuel tank empty is what I think that they might do. So we have Noah Owens. Says he has crashed somewhere. He immediately towed. What happened to him? Slowly rolling on the track. Looks like he pulls over and just tows to the pits there, it seems. Are you calling his race yet? Everybody is down pit road. Not a surprise to me. But Gardner, he was the first one down pit road, and he will be the first one off pit road. See if he can save his tires just a little bit better than what he did earlier. Never mind, I didn't knock over. Thought I had knocked over that big bottle that I had, but I didn't. Luckily for me, I did not. Guys running about 22-second laps, so they were getting these laps done pretty fast. To 17, he will go past Rodriguez, of course. 17 has no front end, or no hood, really. That'll be hurting him. Christian Roos, he is not pitted yet. He'll need to come down pit road. He may be out of fuel here. Is he out of fuel? Oh, he is out of fuel. He's got no more fuel left. He's got his car turned off. Of course, he can't turn it back on, but he's got that clutch pushed in. He's going to be very, very lucky if he can make it back around here. He ran his car dry, it seems. He is very fortunate that he is able to make it back around to see if he can get back in his pit stall. But out of fuel is Christian Roos. This will luckily only maybe put him a lap down. Where is his pit stall? He's got to hope that he can just roll for as long as he needs to. Gosh, I know this is absolutely excruciating for him. Oh my gosh, his pit stall is right there. He is going to get this thing full to the end. So it looks like you're able to go about 63 laps on fuel. He found that out as he gets in. Did he ever? Oh no. Did he miss his pit stall? Oh my gosh. I think he overshot his pit stall. He overshot his pit stall. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, he misses pit stall. So that's not good at all. Bruce is going to be a little bit mad about that. I would not blame him. Of course, he couldn't go in reverse because he had no fuel left in his car to fire it up. He might have gotten away with maybe turning the starter. I don't completely know, however, if he could have done that. That was very interesting. Very, very interesting for sure. That's a iRacing, not top 10. Actually, might put that in iRacing, not top 10. Actually, I'm going to put that in there. Guy runs out of fuel on pit road and overshoots his pit stall. I was wondering why he wasn't fueling, but that's evidently why he wasn't fueling there. The 10's actually pretty close to 16. Now, 16 has... How is that right front damage? I know is affecting him. I just don't know how much yet. Maybe plowing it. It's a blunder. It's a blunder. So we got a lot of guys trapped a lap down. They put it on lap 60 to 61. While these guys have now done their pit stops, I will take a commercial break here. We are back from commercial. Lap 79 of 200 as Dalton McKinney says he has crashed. Immediately toes to pit road. See what happened here between him. Looks like he's got some more damage. Did he run out of fuel? Possibly. He's down low. Have to rewind. What has happened with him? See what happens. I'm not completely sure. I'm a little bit confused. Oh, his engine. There it goes. It gave out. Bye-bye. Explodes on him. So he had to try to make it around. He just wasn't able to. That's the second issue we've seen with a Freedom Motorsports vehicle tonight here. Bruce ran out of fuel, couldn't get it around the track. Or got it around the track and overshot his pits. McKinney blows an engine there. I'm not sure if he had any warning for that, though. Oh, it looks like the cause of Roos having to go was not because of fuel. I think it might have been a fuel issue, though. I think it was, but he has given a reason for it. Of course, I'm not completely sure, but you see these guys, these top three, pretty much reeled each other in. Bourne has been able to actually surprisingly hold the lead that he has. Tate's gone a lap down. He's actually gone 2 laps down. I'm not sure how these guys went so many laps down. I mean, this is kind of unheard of for Tate to be this many laps down. I guess some pit strategy has something to do with it, because there's not even that much of a difference. And when they pitted, though, is the big thing. Kind of. I'm even lost on why some of these guys are as far back as they are. As we will actually. But I won't have anything to upload on Sim Racer Hub channel because I can upload just some other stuff. I might do that. Who knows? Who cares? I might do that. That may be a better option for me to give them something at least. I'll really only put the Sim Racer Hub stuff up on there. I'm surprised. I think it really is going to be a battle between these top 3 guys. I mean, it's who can ever catch each other. Garner is 17 seconds back. He is running actually 4/10 off the pace of these top 4 guys, so he's definitely not holding up there. He did pit, I think, yeah, 3 laps earlier than them. That could be the factor that we're starting to see show itself in an ugly way. Everyone else is pretty much spaced out. The only way I could really see this being drawn back together between most of them is if a caution were to come out. That's honestly the only possible thing I can see happening. See it being drawn closer together any other way. As actually, there's some news. So I will be trying to make the eNASCAR race at Irwindale. It's sponsored by E-Racer, one that Jesse Awuje owns. I had competed in one of them before. It was at Auto Club. It got wrecked out. That was when the Next Gens had just came out. And let's say the brakes were non-existent on those things. They did not stop to save its life. So I started braking at the end of the back stretch, and I plowed into a guy because there was a wreck up front. Really couldn't even see anything either, but I was already on the brakes, and I just killed it. Didn't race in the Road America. I will be trying to make the Irwindale. I will have a qualifying on Friday for that. If I make that, then the main event will be on Monday. A very, very big prize pool I will have a chance at. No, it's really a race of, okay, don't get punted there. I'm going to be looking in my mirror like a hawk, literally. Try not to get killed by somebody. Do not want that to happen to me. It's not the figure 8 configuration, luckily. Oh. If it was the figure 8 configuration, that would not be a fun time at all. That would be probably one of the worst things I've ever had to deal with. We got him going at it up here. Kenny's trying to get around Bourne. This Robert Lawrence is also kind of drawn equal with these guys. Bourne's going to have to fight hard with that damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold him off. He's been holding him off pretty well. Oh, that 10 is just right there. Bourne's not able to get the exit that he needs. He's going to have to get a little bit deeper than Kenny. Maybe dab, stab or dab. Stab that throttle in the middle of the corner just to get a little bit of a edge on him. But he holds that spot. Now Robert Lawrence is going to try to go under Robert Kenny for second. Looks like Kenny will give the spot to Lawrence. It's okay. It's only lap 93 in the race. We don't need to be ripping each other's heads off to get these positions just quite yet. Gentleman's race between these two up here, it seems. I do not blame them for doing that either. All these guys are being pretty calm. Fetch something that I need to go get really quick. I'll, of course, keep the action up here. Smart decision. I need to get something for this chair because this thing is absolutely killing where I'm sitting on it. It's not too comfortable. I think it's finally just kind of worn down. All the fabric in it is pretty old. GTR racing seat. Pretty good though, I'll give them that. Lasted a decent amount of time. These guys have been watching them. It didn't take me long to get it. They've been pretty much on each other's bumper. They've not really pulled away from each other at all. I think that's really going to be these four drivers, or really three, up here who will face each other for that win. These guys are starting to slide the rear tire. They keep seeing it every now and then. They're very lucky to keep it under them, but nope. Heating up that right rear, it's only going to want to keep slipping, and when it slips, it'll get even warmer. They're really getting loose now. I'm not sure. Tate had a 57-second pit stop. So that's why he's 2 laps down. I don't know why it was that long. Now, if I had to guess, possibly he sped and had to come back down pit road. That probably is what he did. Now that I think about it, I don't think it might. Well, sometimes it varies. It may be a pass-through. It might not be a pass-through at some tracks. Could be a very obvious thing, though. Try to find y'all some news in here. You watch these guys. That 16 is so loose. Keep on seeing that thing slide out. I don't know how it's not wrecking. I mean, he's about to rip down the wall in a minute. Because he's getting very close to doing it. He's getting very close. Now, one thing that I have a pet peeve of, I was kind of just talk to like normal people here. I can't even speak anymore. Here is the paint schemes that Larson runs are starting to get annoying. I mean, I get that he doesn't have really a primary sponsor, which is stupid. I see why they don't, but I mean, he runs the exact same paint scheme every single week. I mean, I love Larson, but oh my gosh, please have a different paint scheme. And when he does, it's like small variations is pretty much the exact same thing. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you have no one else that's more creative on the team there. Or well, they just don't give him anything different. I will say that I'm very impressed by Tom Bourne with his ability to be racing this car like he is with the damage that he currently has. He's trying to get around Woods. Woods will give him the low lane. He'll get out of the way for him. This is oh, he got loose there. You gotta give Lawrence the outside. That may be just what he needed. Lawrence, oh, he just can't get around Bourne. Bourne is being, he's just taking the lines. Oh, that 10 got incredibly loose. Lawrence now under Bourne. He's gonna try to take the spot. Well, Bourne's gonna have to really fight. Actually, Lawrence got loose there. Bourne is not letting anybody pass him. Man has been one tough person to get around. I'm very surprised that he's able to do what he's been doing. That is just amazing. He's still holding these guys off. Really isn't dragging anybody closer to him though, because Rodriguez thinks he's burned off his tires. They're starting to slow down. These guys have been going at it, but not burning their stuff off, which is always something pretty cool to see. As why are you texting me? As I will need to I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out here. So let me select slicks, a certain thing I'm trying to get. I don't know what to do on this. I really don't. Plated tip back. Yes, I guess. Okay, now that'll work. Okay, good. But gosh, this 16 is not letting anybody past him. What's that movie? I need to look at that movie. What was the movie where it's from You Shall Not Pass? Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Rings. That's what I thought. I knew it was like Lord of the Rings something. I didn't know. They're getting a lot around lap traffic. Now this can be a big factor. The Bourne catches them at the wrong spot. As you see, Kenny came down pit road. So pit stops again roughly about what I thought they would go. A little bit earlier, actually. They will have to come down pit road one more time as we have the 10 or 16 trying to go around these guys. We got really tight there going around Gartner. No, not from here. Now these guys are probably hoping for a caution. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Robert Kenny, he is out and away. Noah Owens is also down pit road currently. He is multiple laps down, so right now he's not really a factor. Oh my gosh. Nice. I like it. That is ridiculous. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. That's sick. And now he's got 34 outside of him. Now, where are they going to catch Woods? Is this 16? He is not. He's going to race his 34 hard. I mean, he is going to race him incredibly hard for this position. He's got that damage. I think Lawrence finally has gotten past Bourne, but Bourne immediately comes down pit road. Know that he'll be getting 4 tires and fuel. He's going to be letting those crew members beat down that right fender or right front fender, even if it is about 0.05. He wants the best thing for him is a caution to come out and he can come down and get it fixed, but that just hasn't happened here tonight. We haven't had any yet. Keep in mind, I just said yet. So we could have one happen anytime. These guys are driving, especially they're getting on it pretty good. As I did RSVP. Yes, so I'm looking at this. So this is an event that I'm registered in. ERA members, Gen 7, Irwindale, Outer Oval. Wait. What? Oh. No, I'm completely wrong. I'm wrong. I need to actually tell them this. Wrong on the date that I'm going to be doing this. I don't know why I thought that was... Yeah, Monday. Okay, that's what I thought. Top 50 finishers. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord. See how many heats there are. This is going to be pretty difficult. Don't want to see that happen, but Gartner back down pit road. He'll probably go lap down here. Yeah, I think he has finally. Kind of evident that some of them would go a lap down eventually. By double-sided tape to hold this to my desk. USB hub. The case that I have doesn't have many on them. It only has 2 in the front. So I've had to get one. Luckily, it's been able to split it, and it reads completely normal. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for creating Amazon and allowing me to purchase that. But Tate goes down pit road, of course. That's something that I pretty much did expect from him, though. That is what I needed right there. Having to help one of my classmates in my MCOM class, so having to look up his RAM type because his laptop doesn't have enough at all, not even close to it. And I don't know how to type that right, but Rodriguez has came down. Here also Justin Wright. Oh, those guys came in earlier, but Rodriguez, he finally comes down. I think Robert Lawrence, he's probably planning to run his tank to the end. I wouldn't see him coming down pit road at all anytime soon, and that wouldn't be surprising either. Is this a... Oh, what? HMA15 Nexus, yes, that is correct. I think Robert, he'll have to come. When is he going to come down pit road now? This is a... I don't know. I really don't know when he will come down pit road. I know it's going to have to be pretty soon, though. He might be coming down this time, seeing how he let the 7 by. Nope, he's still going to stay out on the track, so he is really going to stretch his fuel. Now, doing this... I put some zeros in that. Doing this can help him maybe be given fresher tires, but of course he's lapped everybody, but they will get their lap back here pretty soon. No, those things are probably not wanting to do very well. He came down pit road. I knew he'd have to come down pit road eventually. Not surprised by it. Where's this at? Please, let me see this. There we go. This is... Wait, no. He comes down pit road. I knew he'd... When you come down now, he... Actually, this is not good for him here. Oh, how long is he gonna? So he pitted on lap. What is this now? 128. These guys behind him pitted lap 116, 112. But Lawrence is gonna have a lot of catching up to do now. He's gonna be actually close to going a lap down. I think he'll get out and he'll be probably barely in front. Yeah, he'll be barely in front of these guys. So what does this do here? That does not do what I need to at all. I'm just kind of seeing what these things on the side do. I never enable them, as that is the steering there, so that's pretty cool to see. Do know I can get a throttle input there. For some of these guys, I will have to do that. Does not show anything. Don't know why that's there, but it is. Nothing I can do about that. Nice, I like it. We need to actually sort through these now for him. This is not good. Okay, that's the right one there. Luckily. That was almost bad. Very, oh, killed my foot right there. That is not good. Okay, actually that is surprisingly a lot. I did not think that could do that. What? How? Okay, whatever, that works. Doesn't make any sense though. Okay, that's the same thing though, is it not? What? I don't know. This even has me lost. I mean, it really does. We'll see. So Bourne, he's back of Kenny now. So I think Bourne, his best shot was staying up front, but I think that now that Kenny's gotten by him, I think it may have killed his chances here for sure. That's not what you want to see, as I don't know which one this is, because it is not telling me the exact one. It is so confusing. It's very annoying, that's for sure. It's not the right thing, though. Have to ask Ace's support. This is a little bit annoying. Some of these guys, their chance of wins down the drain. I know Gartner, I had a feeling he'd go down a lap. Not surprised by that, but Robert and Lawrence, he is catching them very, very slowly. I think that he may have stayed out way too long, though, looking at the times that are being ran. He's not horribly slow. I just think this might have been the wrong strategy call for him to stay out as long as he did, because he's got Bourne right behind him, and Bourne's moving. Wait, when did they? Hold on. I must have had them switched up. For some reason, I thought Bourne wasn't in front of Kenny, but he is in front of him. Everybody's pretty much just so spaced out. They did get rid of stage racing here in the Ghost Cup Series. That's why these guys are so spaced out. As Bourne gets past Robert and Lawrence with a lot older tires than him, so he puts him a lap down. So this may be, Bourne may have a chance to lap the whole field here. I mean, he seriously might. Surprised he's able to do what he's doing with that right side damage, though. I don't think it's horrible, though. Actually, the cockpit with him. I mean, it's there. I'm just surprised it's not making his car just plow, because normally when you see that, it just will not turn. You're just like, please turn, please. But it's just not wanting to do it. That is a massive graphics card. Holy crap. Welcome to the land of NVIDIA, that they suck the power out of everything. Don't know how they do that, but they do. But while these guys are going around again, nothing's really been happening this whole entire race, so I will take this opportunity and go on another commercial break here to get these sponsors in. Sorry, I realized I was on mute there, but we are back here. Nothing really happened on the track. Everybody was pretty calm with it. Bourne is being reeled in a little bit by Robert Kinney, but Bourne does have that damage, so I think it might be showing. He does have fresher tires than Kinney, though. But, like I said, right front damage, probably making it rub more than what he would want it to. There's nothing that can really be done about that. Needs a caution to come down and fix all the damage he has, but he has just not had the opportunity to do it yet. Tell you what, I'm about done with one of my classes. Just do not like it. The name was so misleading. I thought, oh, it's gonna be so cool. No, it's not. It's Robert. That's Rodriguez almost gets in the wall. And I thought he was going to absolutely rip it down with him, but he luckily didn't. That was very nerve-wracking for me. Thought that wall was gonna go for a little bit of a joyride. See, no real movements happened. It's pretty much just stalled out. It's really three guys. These 3 guys are teammates. So this is kind of odd to see. Maybe they might have had the same pit strategy, something related to that, because these guys are running 1, 2, 3. They are on. I need to see what team they have. Actually, that's not what I needed. But Robert wants, he's just trying to get his lap back now. Of course, I know that they'll probably have to come down on actually about 180. I think they'll have to come down pit road, these guys will. So they probably got about 25 more laps left on their tires, and they'll have to come in and bite the bullet. Some of them won't want to do it. They'll be like, I don't want to come down pit road. Please don't make me do it. But it'll be a thing that will have to be done eventually. Surprise as Woods is down pit road, but of course he's a non-factor, and that sounds mean. He's a non-factor in this race, just happening how late it is. He can't do much in the position. Pretty harmless, really. Kind of weird. It's harmless. What I say. Say one thing. I'm not a fan of stage racing necessarily, but I do see why it is a thing now, because this going green is definitely good. If the broadcast done pretty quick, but this is also like what is going on right now? As I see that paint scheme you have made, Kevin Winker. Could I have that from you? Yeah. As looks like somebody, our team just lost the race because of the phantom yellow. But you see, Kenny slowly, you see him in the picture now, he's slowly caught up to Tom Bourne. I think this is the same exact spot as earlier that we saw Bourne fade also. It definitely took him a while to have it shown. But somebody else about wrecked. Saw the smoke there. Somebody evidently got pretty loose. I need to send this scripting off. The 10, I don't know. This is gonna be weird. So Bourne, he's been getting really good in and good off of pit road. So I think that it might come down to pits. That's what I really do think. Because the 10 doesn't have to worry about Lawrence. Lawrence is going to be kind of right back there. It's like, okay, yeah, that sounds so country. Right in back there. You're like, I'm not going to really race you all. I know that you all are having to deal with all this stuff up here. I need to get another wrap or something up here, but a bit later. But Bourne's been barely slower than Kenny. It's not a lot. 0.08, 0.06, 0.05, stuff like that. Every now and then. I'm not huge huge jumps. Kind of him. I'm like, I'm just barely slower here, barely slower there. He got incredibly loose coming out of that corner. I don't know how he didn't wreck that. I wanted to kick sideways on him, but he didn't let it. Good driving from him. See Woods lap. So this will actually help Bourne maybe. Woods does have fresh tires, so I know Bourne probably wants him to catch him in an area where it's not going to hurt him. It might hurt him here though, because he's going to be able to wash up to the wall, so it might not have been the best spot, but he does gain some time on Robert Kinney. Had Christopher Tate coming down pit road. These guys, I knew they had to come down eventually for fuel and tires. This will be their final pit stop of the race, though. They won't have to come down anymore after that. So they'll be pretty good on that point. So you've got some familiar names in this other one. Uh-oh. It's not good. I always love to see some of this stuff. Some Discords where you see like this post-race thing where they can just go at each other. But Kenny, I don't know. He's caught Bourne now. Now Bourne, he was not letting Lawrence bite either. I think he'll probably do the exact same thing on him. But I believe when he does get past, he'll probably directly go to pit road. That's what he did last time also. This will actually make the run pretty much the exact same as he gets loose there, trying to keep his foot in the throttle. He was wanting to get away from him. He had to keep it under him, then luckily he was able to. Did not absolutely junk it in the fence like I saw some people do before. Matthew Rodriguez, he has came down pit road. Maybe he might be trying to short pit these guys. We'll see how long they stay out on the track now, but he will go a lap down though. It's not good for him at all. I know Bourne. Watching Kenny. Kenny's really trying to get Bourne to get in there deeper than what he wants to. Just trying to mirror drive. It might have worked there a little bit, but Bourne's able to put down the power still. Kenny's going to go to the bottom. Bourne will not throw a block. He's going to pretty much let him go by. We'll see. I think Bourne will probably come down pit road immediately now. That's what he did last time. We'll see if that is what he does, however. He's going to have take these guys in coming up with new tires, so they're going to want to get to the bottom. As the way Bourne is driving, he's staying to the bottom right now. We'll see if he does come down pit road. As he'll stay out, so he's trying to stay close to the 10 of Kenny. If I was him, I would maybe want to come down this time. Just to, because, I mean, he held him off for long enough, and now he can hold him off again for long enough if he does exactly what he did before, and he's only going to lose time behind Kenny. I think it might be the wise option to pit. Yep, here he comes. I knew he'd come down pit road. Called it. Gets in there pretty deep. Actually locks him up, so hopefully he didn't get a speeding penalty there, but I think he got in there pretty clean, though. I knew he'd come down. So let's see. Robert Kinney. Yep, he comes down pit road immediately after Tom Bourne. That will leave Robert and Lawrence on the track. Oh. Strategy, maybe. Actually, no, it's not strategy. Tom Bourne is out and away. Wait, there's no way. Hold on. Okay, Robert has to come down pit road, so of course he'll get his lap back. Actually get the lead here, but he won't be able to keep it because we'll have to come down eventually. So it looks like it will go to Tom Bourne most likely. To how close the race is. Off pit road. I think the 10 got off pit road pretty well though, so I think it Really? Oh, we got the 880 in the wall. No, they do not want to see a caution. Bourne is really trying to lay down some fast laps as he might get past the 10 here. You see, oh, it's going to be so close off the pit road. So Bourne is going to pass the 10. This is exactly what I knew would possibly happen here. Now, Bourne, he's got to do what he was doing before. He needs to hold off this 10 for just as long as he can. Man, that 10's about the same space. I think this might be Bourne's race to lose at this point, just from the way it has been going. No Owens, yeah, he came down pit road, so there he is. This race has been very calm, though. I'll say it has been incredibly calm. How can this 10 go get... No, these guys up here. I think these guys up here are pretty much just hoping for a caution. The real race is going to be between Bourne and Kenny, of course. Bourne might have just gotten into the wall there, so how low he was on the track. As... Did he... I think he did get more damage. No, he didn't. Okay. I could have swore. His right front looks like it's up a little bit more than what it was before. I guess I'm just seeing stuff. Who knows? I don't even know anymore. I think I am. I know that Lawrence and Justin are like, please, caution. Somebody go on the fence. Somebody do something is what they're hoping and praying for. But Justin Ray, he eventually had to bite the bullet and come down pit road. Knew he had to do it. Couldn't make it. Robert Lawrence, he's going to be... Actually, he might run out of fuel this lap, because he's going to be very, very close on fuel. There's no way he can save as many laps as he to. Trying to let Rodriguez by. So he's probably going to run out here. Of course, Bourne. Can he... I think Bourne has now gotten a good enough gap on Kenny that this is probably Bourne's race to lose. 5-second gap, and then when Lawrence comes into pit, he'll go probably multiple laps down. Or how long he's decided to stay out, which wouldn't be surprising. Still don't know what happened to Tay. I think Tay had a speeding penalty. That's the only reason I could think that he's that far back, because Tate's not normally 2 laps down in anything. It's not the race that he's wanted to have though. It's been a very, very quiet night overall is what I've noticed here. I don't know why, but this is very, very calm. Oh yeah, Bourne's gonna catch Lawrence. There's no way. I'm surprised Lawrence has been able to stretch his fuel as long as he is. I know he's gonna run out. I mean, he's going to sputter. I've only had that happen a couple of times, run out of fuel, but it will happen every now and then. It does take a little bit. But it is not an unheard thing either. As where is this logo at? That logo's up there in the corner. I don't even need that one. Yeah, I think of this 10, he's gained time on Bourne there. Bourne doesn't need lap traffic in front of him. I think Bourne really, I think he needs to just run his race at this point and not push. Because if he doesn't make a mistake, I do not see Kenny catching him here. He will inherit the lead eventually. Looks like he's waiting for somebody to die, but he's not. Well, he's waiting for the motor on Robert Lawrence to die. He's going to go in and get fuel eventually. I'm surprised he's staying as long as he is. There's no way he should be. Now, he pit on lap 127. He's about on lap 184. He's 60 laps into his fuel run. He's going to get caught here. That's for sure. I just. Going through some different camera angles that will actually go from the gearbox 16 here. That is incredibly loud. Oh my lord. Take my headset off for that. That's that loud, but that is definitely loud inside of the car. You can see how much he has very steady hands, is what I've noticed. He is not really jerking that wheel at all. Not really having to make these minor corrections when he's driving his car. So it's definitely sticking for him where he wants it to. I put my headset back on. That was so loud. He'll catch Robert Lawrence here within probably 3-ish laps, I'd say. Lawrence has been hanging on. He's trying to stretch his fuel 80 laps. I don't think he can do it, though. Now this traffic is not going to help Bourne. Bourne does not want to be around these guys. This will actually slow him down and maybe drag Kenny with him, because Kenny... Oh, Kenny's coming through just... not a lot, though. But he's actually gained a lot of time that time. But Bourne is going to want to get through these guys as fast as he can, because Kenny could maybe get a striking distance. That'll be a huge challenge for him, though. Don't think will be possible. No, he's probably going to want this 17 to get out of the way. It's actually just going to go low on silvers there. Get him done and out of the way. But this has drawn Kenny closer now. Now, if Kenny can get... I just think he's too far back. He's 3 seconds back. And Bourne's got Lawrence in... Or, yeah, Robert Lawrence in sight. So it's pretty much a done deal for Lawrence. He's dug his grave. Now he has to lay in it. It'd be really weird if you had to do that in real life. Yeah, there actually is probably people that have done that, now that I think about it. There's people that are called that work at grave sites. Lawrence is going to race Bourne hard now, but I think, yeah, Bourne just has the tires. And then they're old tires, and he just goes right by Lawrence. Lawrence could maybe salvage a second place out of the race, though, if he can make his fuel last. I do not know how long. I'm surprised his fuel has not given out here. He's got to have some special fuel in that car. He's got to have it hidden somewhere, because there's no way he should be able to do what he's doing. But he's making it work. It's pretty surprising to me. Will be 5 laps to go when they get back around to the line. Bourne has been dominating the whole entire night. Robert Lawrence, he's rolled the dice, working out for him currently. Kenny's... I don't know. I think Kenny will probably get to him here. Looks like he'll be able to salvage a 3rd. And Rodriguez will get 4th. Justin Ray will probably get 5th. He's a lap down, but... Actually, might be 2 laps down. There is no way. How is Bourne this fast? I mean, I think this is a man that's practiced this track a lot. He just likes running here. That's the only way I can see that... But this is working out for him, because there is no way he should be doing what he is doing at all. As... There it is. This is a very quiet room. See, looks like, yeah, Silvers, he's going to pull. Not Silvers. Justin Ray will pull away from him, so I think that he's safe. And I'm going to go another lap down as Lawrence is way up the track. I think he might have let Kenny Byer maybe try to throw a little bit of a block, but I don't, oh my gosh. He has to be clutching the corners. We're actually going on board with him to see. He has gone almost 100 laps on fuel. I don't know how he's doing this. Oh gosh. Look at Kenny. He's just going to fall a little bit too short here to get Bourne. He's not going to be able to catch him. He's about a second behind, so I think Bourne has the win. Kenny gave it a valiant effort. He's coming like a... he's definitely coming. He's just not going to get him in time. So Bourne, one more time around here at Dover. Kenny far back enough that he is not a factor, so Bourne can take it relatively easily. Just don't wreck coming out of this corner here, and he will probably have the win. He gets a little bit loose there, but not too horribly. But he's going to go into 3 and 4. He has heavy right front damage, but that has not hindered him here tonight. And Tom Bourne, he will take home the win here at Dover in the Ghost Cup Series. Robert Kenny second. Robert Lawrence out of fuel. He'll actually be pushed by the 88. Rodriguez will probably pass him. Rodriguez, he'll probably get third here. The teammate. Oh, that's be weird. Yep, Rodriguez, he'll get third. Tatum was wrecked coming out 3 and 4. So Rodriguez steals that. Lawrence tried to make it on field, just fell a lap short. Gets pushed by his teammate Noah Owens across the line. Just fell a little bit short, but still not bad for him. 4th place finish. These two teammates do a burnout most likely. He's finally done his burnout. Just let him have his fun doing that for sure. So they might be lining up for a photo. Yep, they're lining up for a photo for sure here. No doubt about that. Actually I know I have a camera for this. Oh, that's not one that was a good one. I'm going to actually pause it here for them. No, I've got to have a photo for it. That's not terrible. I know I have, that's not bad. I know I should have a front stretch camera though. But I don't. Oh crap, I wish I had that for him. That's a pretty good one for him, hopefully. But they'll probably take their own. That'll be definitely cool to see them lined up here. But I will pull up the race results. We'll bring in what is that? I'll bring in the 3rd place driver of Matthew Rodriguez. Hey Matthew, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Howdy, yes, yes.
Man, so Robert Lawrence ran out of fuel, fell just one lap short, so you come home third. But how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
Car drove terribly. It was porpoising. It literally, I felt like that F1 driver, just porpoising all throughout the corners and all throughout the straights. It was terrible. You didn't know what the car was gonna do. Kind of scratched my head at what Robert was doing. I have no idea why he decided to try and just make that as one stop. So
I
it was
think
never gonna work, but I guess he thought he'd get lucky.
he pitted on lap 127. He stayed out forever. I was like, there is no way he's gonna make it to the end. But he fell one lap short. I don't know how he did it, but I think he ran out going down the backstretch on the last lap. And he had Noah Owens push him. I thought he had it secured. Then you just kind of went right by him. I was like, well, he's. I know you got to be happy coming home third because you had a pretty rough night. Now these things do not want to turn most of the time at some tracks. They were just plowing
Honestly,
tight.
realistically, let's say crew chief had a number in mind. I just made sure I kept running that number, and kind of the rest is history. Everyone was kind of overburning their tires. I actually wanted to stay out longer, and crew chief told me pit now so I could catch Robert if he ran out. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pit and I took on new tires, and lo and behold, I caught him. Just that wasn't the most comfortable third place I've ever been in.
Yeah, it's definitely, but it's still a podium for sure. It's definitely a very very weird way to get it though. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Obviously, Body Shop, Dylan Body makes amazing stuff. Matt Muir Design, same thing. Matt is awesome. Tom Bourne, Robert Kenny, just kind of helping me through this and making sure I don't wreck the car like I almost did multiple times. It's kind of impressive to be the only three cars in the lead lap, and also it's kind of scary to be the only three cars in the lead lap. So, obviously, you for broadcasting and sitting through this. Not much more than that.
I'll let you go. Good third place finish, even though you got it very oddly, but good job, man.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
That was Matthew Rodriguez, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver and Robert Kinney. Hey Robert, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you fell just barely short to get to Tom Bourne. Describe, what was going through your head those last 10 laps. Watching that time just keep on ticking off that Bourne had on you.
Oh, to be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was just going to be happy with a team 1, 2, 3 because we all figured that the 34 was going to run out. He stretched it a lot further than we thought he could have. But it was just I didn't even notice until like the last 5 laps that I was about a second and a half off of him. So I'm like, oh, I have a chance at this. So I drove as hard as I could, try to get all through all that lap traffic. Luckily enough, I caught him at the right time to not get slowed up by them. But there's probably like 2 more laps I might have gotten him, or around him. One more lap I definitely would have got to his bumper. But no, it feels great to finally finish one of these without ending up with a tin can at the end of them.
Yeah, I was watching. I think really what really kind of drew him in is I was watching Bourne about the same time that he started to fade. That's when he started to get strong, and I knew that you would get there, and then he kind of ran into lap traffic, and I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna definitely close the gap, and you closed it, but just barely short. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh yeah, I just want to thank league admins for putting this on every week. You guys for broadcasting. Sim Speed Shop, FRN being on the car every week. And then teammates, Tom Bourne, who you guys are going to talk to shortly, and then Matt Rodriguez. He was definitely vocal throughout the whole race about strategy and when to pit, but he listened to us, and luckily enough, the 34 ran out of fuel, and he was able to grab the first spot.
It looks like we might have those guys about to go at it in the Discord, so that'll be a fun conversation. Luckily, I don't have to hop in there. That's gonna probably be some words being said, but good job, man. I thought you were gonna get him, but you come home second. Still a good finish for you. Hopefully, I see you moved up one position next week, man. But good job.
All right, thanks.
As that was Tom, or not Tom Bourne. That was Robert Kenny. I don't know why I said Tom Bourne. That was Robert Kenny, the second place driver. Get my words stoned over here. So we'll bring in the race winner and Tom Bourne. Hey, Tom, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
What's up, Bryce?
Man, so you just won with the car. I'm surprised you won that race with how beat in your right front is. But, describe those last 5 to 10 laps, knowing that Kenny was starting to slowly gain on you, knowing that you had that lap traffic, because he definitely started to shave off Tom, and he was getting a little bit closer in your rearview mirror, man.
Yeah, the right front damage was hindering me all race. I didn't have the speed like I had in the first run, which we dealt with and we moved on from it. I had to push the car a little harder just to get a gap in between Bob and Matt and Robert. So I don't, it definitely hurt me. But when I was coming to 2 to go and I saw Bob a second back, I'm like, there's no way he can get me. Gain half a second in each lap. So I don't know, just a very gritty car all day long, and I'm extremely exhausted after this one.
Yeah, man, I was watching too. I kind of noticed about when he was starting to catch you, that was when you would start to fade in the run normally. So I was like, yeah, it's going to take him a little bit, but you were able to hold him off. I know you kind of came down pretty much as soon as you got past. But before your last pit stop, I know you come down pretty much as soon as that happened. You did, and you were able to get out in front of him to actually pull a lead on him. I was surprised, but I really thought that right side damage, because looking at it, that thing it's definitely got it beat, and I thought that was going to give you a tire rub and burn him off, but you were still flying. You were still one of the fastest. I think we're the fastest driver on the track tonight, which was surprising me with the damage. But you definitely had the best car, and it probably would have been even better without it. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsor you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, just want to thank Ghost Energy for coming on the car. Glad I can finally get a win for them tonight. Sky Motorsports, fantastic car for all three guys. We're taking all the podium spots. Is really cool and everything. FRN, G Fuel, Genesis Rescue Systems, you for putting on an amazing broadcast, but and Hupka for bringing me into the league this season, and but most of all, my girlfriend Melissa. She's at work right now, glued to the iPad, and this one's for you, and you finally got me to see me win one.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good win tonight. Hopefully, I can see you repeat that next week, man.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Hopefully, we get some good momentum coming. We got a good group of tracks coming up, and gearing up for the playoffs at this point.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I will let you go now.
Thanks, man.
As that was Tom Bourne, the race winner, with a beat-in right side. I thought that thing would absolutely start plowing. He did say it definitely did affect the handling, but seems like he was still able to drive with it pretty well. So I will go over the finishing order here. Tom Bourne first, Robert Kenny second, Matthew Rodriguez, he comes home third after Robert Lawrence ran out of fuel on the last lap. Robert Lawrence will come home fourth. Justin Ray fifth. Kyle Gardner sixth. Christopher Tate seventh. Tyler Evans eighth. Ninth is Chris Hubka. 10th, Zach Woods. 11th, James Silver. 12th, Noah Owens. 13th, Dalton McKinney. 14th was Christian Roos. Some drivers multiple laps down. Some drivers a lot of laps down. Some guys probably called it quits early. Don't blame them, but that was a pretty calming race. Nothing big really happened. Had some incidents, but I know Bourne probably got really nervous when he got in the wall there. He just wasn't fully clear of Hubka. It's kind of just both drivers met. Nothing really malicious between either of them. That was a good race for sure. It may have been went caution-free strategy, really. We got some drivers that are definitely not happy with each other, but yeah, we got some angry drivers, very angry drivers. I don't know what they're going on about, but it's something here. I have no idea. But next week they will be at. See, this ran over. They will be at Kansas next week, and then they will go to Bristol Dirt. Oh gosh, Bristol Dirt after that. Then Rockingham, Indy, Texas, Kentucky. Oh, Darlington. So their playoff races right now, they look like Darlington, Iowa, Auto Club, Richmond, Talladega, and Phoenix. Talladega, what? I don't know why they put That's the second time they're going to run Talladega. Yeah, that's going to be the second time they run Talladega. That's kind of odd there. But not a bad race overall. I'll be streaming tomorrow. So if y'all are bored, you can hop in and join that stream. But I will roll this final ad, and I will let you all go.